So I'll react to this today because this is something that happens in the sports, media universe sometimes, not often, but sometimes, where sports analysts will mess up and say something that either isn't true or just outright you're scratching your head that they even mentioned this. So Colin Cowherd gives his top 25 quarterbacks that can never win a Super Bowl, cannot win a Super Bowl. And on that list, he lists Dwayne Haskins. Obviously, Dwayne Haskins has passed away a year and a half ago. So he is correct. There's zero chance that Dwayne Haskins can win a Super Bowl, mainly because he's deceased. So let's go ahead and react to this. Let's watch this and react to it. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go.
And then the third category is 20 guys who are not getting to a Super Bowl and certainly not winning it. And that's everybody else. From Baker Mayfield, Teddy Bridgewater, Dwayne Haskins, guys that are just not that it says can win Super Bowls. It can't win Super Bowls. Okay, so 6 stars, 4 high-end starters.
And I agree. I mean, Dwayne Haskins cannot win a Super Bowl because he's deceased. It's even weirder that Colin actually says, he actually mentions him particularly. Again, like you said, there's a lot of names on this list, right? He could have said, hey, listen, Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield, Josh Rosen. He could have said those guys. He literally said the one guy that was deceased and no longer alive and mentioned him as a quarterback who could not win a Super Bowl. And you might say, well, these are players from the past. No, they're not. Sam Darnold is still in the NFL. Justin Fields, Teddy Bridgewater, Marcus Mariota, Baker Mayfield, Kenny Pickett. A lot of these guys are still in the NFL today. And again, like I said, it's one of those things where it's this FS1 is not a, small YouTuber making a video, right? They are a big corporation. They screen what goes out before it goes out. Now, I believe his show is live, so obviously it's a little bit different. Kind of like a live stream. He talks. But if, he says something like this, you would think at the air they would, well, hold up. Let's take that down real fast. Or let's pause real fast. And then somebody tell him, hey, listen, Dwayne Haskins passed away, man. You can't say that as a list. But not only that, someone made this graphic. Someone at FS1 made this graphic, right? So this is not they don't make the graphic live on air. They made this graphic. So someone was, someone who works for FS1 was in Photoshop saying, okay, we gotta make a graphic. First off, they messed up and said can when it should have said can't, as he does correct there. But they put Dwayne Haskins on the graphic. Do they not? And these are sports shows, so they should know all the stuff that goes on in sports, especially a player passing away. I mean, come on now. That was a huge story because of how it happened and how it went down. Okay? That wasn't a small thing where it's oh yeah, he passed. No, this was the guy, it was early in the morning. I believe it was something with, I think it was a car crash, I believe. But, yeah, so, this is a huge story. Obviously, Colin Cowherd covered that same exact story on his show. So he covered that story. FS1 covered it with all their analysts. There's no reason why this should have happened. And again, like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is, FS1, but they got to do better than this. And this is sports media in general. You can't let this kind of stuff happen. I mean, the guy's passed away, man. At least respect his honor. At least respect his memory, and not put him on a list of quarterbacks who can't win a Super Bowl. Yes, he can. I don't know. It just is a little bit of professionalism of FS1 should have kind of screened this and looked through it and made sure everything was good. It still irks me. I know it irks a lot of people that Colin literally lists off Dwayne Haskins. I'm laughing as not because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's outrageous how he even lists off the player that passed away. But again, like I said, it is what it is. FS1, I'm not sure they put out an apology or anything or what they said, but I know Dom posted this. Dov Cleveland said, "This is awful from FS1. Colin Cowherd and everyone involved. Cowherd made a list of quarterbacks that cannot win a Super Bowl, including the late great. Sorry, he didn't say late great. The late Dwayne Haskins on it read his name as well and didn't correct himself. Just bad all around." And again, it is. It really, really is. I mean, I'm not the first person on the internet here to kind of talk about this and say how awful this actually is. I just, again, like I said, I'm putting this beyond Colin Cowherd at this moment in time because there is someone who made this graphic. Someone went into Photoshop and made this graphic and did not, and put the name down and did not realize Dwayne Haskins. Did not. Which I believe, if I am correct, I believe Colin Cowherd actually sends a text or he sends a message to the person who makes the graphic and says the list of names that, he wants to put on the graphic to talk about because it's, his show. So that means he literally went through and said, okay, what quarterbacks should I put on this list? Oh, Dwayne Haskins. Like, he passed away, dude. Oh, wow. This is interesting, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, and I'll definitely want to hear what you guys are thinking. Yeah, this is just something else. I'll definitely say that. This is something else. Peace out, guys.